What's popping with your people? The aftermath of the Gervonta Tank Davis King Rise fight. Absolutely good fight. It pretty much went exactly the way I said it would go. I predicted a 7th round knockout, and it was exactly that. The reason why I call it the aftermath is because now that the fight's over and done with, all the excuses are coming out by Ryan Garcia in his camp, saying he didn't feel well, he didn't feel like he had his legs under him, felt weak. Yesterday I saw some shit where he said he had a mole in his camp, a rat, meaning somebody that he was sparring with. Basically was telling Tank his game plan. What else they came up with? They even had a video of some Asian guy coming up saying that he was the mole, he was the one, and all this. Look here. One thing that we do understand is that they was looking for excuses I'm talking about Team Ryan. They were looking for excuses way before the fight. That shit was just inevitable. Okay? They had been looking for excuses. So this whole situation with this person coming out saying, hey, I was the mole and this and that, none of that shit matter. What matters is if you prepare, you prepare. If you didn't prepare, you didn't prepare. In this case, like I said before, if Ryan was to come out aggressively, he would end up like this. He would end up on his back. Ryan tried to overpower Tank and tried to just push him around his wheel and just came in recklessly and got planted on his back. Okay? This fight, initially, like I said, the way it started off real slow. Not many punches were thrown by Tank. Ryan was using the jab to keep Tank away from him. Great game plan. I mean, keep the smaller man away at base. So, and Ryan was doing a great job of that. But like the great Mike Tyson has always said, everybody has a game plan until you get punched in the mouth. And like I said before, that's exactly what happened. I mean, once he got punched in his mouth, game plan was out the window. As you can see right here, both guys was calculating each other. They were trying to compute and figure out what it was. As you can see, Ryan had the high guard, man. Ryan had the high guard up trying to protect his head. Remember, everybody had been saying Ryan's head was always up, out there in the straight line. And when he moved back, he ended up doing that and ended up paying for it in the second round. But he tried his best to always keep his guards up. I'll give him that. I would give him that. And Ryan Garcia kept throwing that left hook and was missing. And, eventually he ended up paying for it. It was an awesome fight, man. The only problem I see, one of the things I see, though, and I've been hearing a lot about it lately, is that after the fight was over, I mean, no Joe Goosen, no Bernard Hopkins, and no Oscar De La Hoya. That shit ain't cool, bro. It's just like when you the winner, when you that dude, when the bottles is popping, you got all the partners, all your friends, and as soon as you fall straight on your back, where's everybody at? That's exactly what that type of shit reminded me of. Once this dude got knocked down, everybody left. I don't want to hear that dumb shit that Bernard Hopkins said. He didn't want to cause a commotion. But dude, you was at the weigh-in with the bullshit. You was everywhere else with the bullshit. Don't come up now and say what you were worried about. Now all of a sudden you're not worried about this and that. Come on, man. You was even on Tank's side, bro, touching Tank for the weigh-in, bro. So now don't come up with some dumb shit. Don't tell Fight Hype some dumb shit. Set out this Fight Hype. Don't tell them dudes some bullshit that you didn't want to cause a commotion or whatever by going to the post-fight. You supposed to stand with your guy. before and after. Okay? That's just what it is. You know, when he got it, when he that dude, you be with him, right? When he not that dude, you're supposed to still be with him. You, Oscar, and Joe Goosen, wrong for that shit. Y'all was not there for that man in the post-fight conference. That shit right there ain't supposed to happen. Never supposed to happen. You know, I just don't get it. I don't get it. And hopefully Ryan Garcia realize that and he does something about it. You know, hopefully he does something about it because that kind of shit shows you what kind of people you have on your team. You know, motherfucker ain't there for you when you're down. You sure don't want that same person there for you when you up. You know. But you know, what's next for Ryan Garcia? You know, he said he's gonna go up to 140 and he's gonna go ahead and campaign at 140. There's fights at 140. He just has to get his mental right. After that defeat, sometimes defeats can make you stronger. Sometimes defeats could fuck you up like a Joshua. So it depends on what type of defeat he's taken. Ryan Garcia, I would say, took that knee, which has saved him from a bad savagery beatdown. So mentally, even though he lost, I think that mentally he may be okay. Whereas if he would have stayed in the fight, the knockout would have been a highlight reel, would have been a meme all over the world today. He bowed out because he didn't want to be that meme. He didn't want to get that savagery beatdown. Okay, he quit on one knee. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And he may have saved himself mentally. You know, some people know their mental status. You know, and he may be one of them. So he bowed out, you know, on that one knee, bro. He got on that right knee and he bowed the fuck out. So that may have saved him, bro. So I can see him coming back and being a great fighter if he fixes up some of his mistakes that was exploited. I heard somebody say something about, Joe Goosen's not good for him, this and that. Bro, come on, man. You don't just catch the L and get rid of your coach just like that, bro. Joe Goosen could only get him so far. I think Joe Goosen did a good job with Ryan Garcia. My only issue with Joe Goosen is that he wasn't there for the post-fight conference. You're supposed to stand by your guy, period. Through losses and through victories, through everything, through turmoil, through whatever. You know? So, but at the end of the day, I think he should stick with Joe Goosen if they can figure out if they had you never know, they may have a game plan or a reason why Joe Goosen didn't show up to the post-fight conference. If they had that already fixed up ahead of time, cool. But other than that, I mean, I don't think the coach did anything wrong. You know, for the training aspect of it. Ryan Garcia, I think, didn't stick to the game plan. He basically bowed out once he got punched in the mouth. But he kept on trying to throw that left hook. That left hook was coming, boy. And that motherfucker was fast. It was fast and it was coming. But like Tank said, he was already 2 steps ahead of him. So none of that shit could land, which is good. And it was one of those boxing matches where first person to make a mistake, first person was gonna pay. And it was, of course, Ryan Garcia. He made that first mistake by keeping his head up, wide open, bro. So once he did that, bro, he paid for it. Mercifully paid for it. But the game plan that he used in the beginning, just sticking that jab out there, that was a nice game plan. I liked it. I'm like, oh shit, he's gonna try to win by points. But once he felt Tank's power, shit, none of that shit mattered. Bro. None of it mattered at all. And Tank was able to get in, man. And like I said before, Tank, whom normally a slow starter, after the second round, was on and popping. He was comfortable, and he was just doing whatever he needed to do at will, going from the second round on. With Ryan, his confidence was shot, and he was on some other shit. He was just not the same boxer as he was in the previous round. You know, I knew it was going to be a Tank show after the second round, because once the boxer have that confidence level up there to the roof, and they just to see how he was just moving. It took him, and I know after the fight he said, "Hey, Ryan was my hardest fight," but nah, bro, I think Rolly fight was a harder fight than Ryan, because it took you a longer time to compute Rolly, and I think it took you a longer time to get Rolly out of there. So Rolly fight was definitely a harder fight for him. I think Tank just said Ryan because he didn't want no problem, he wasn't no issue. Him and that guy just made up and apologized to each other and shit like that. So he didn't want to, just in front of his face, just shit on him. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you could just tell Ryan Garcia fight was, listen to how he was talking, and you listen to some of his other post-fight conferences, he'll tell you, this fight, you can just see this fight was not one of his tough fights. He was 2 steps, like he said. If I had to say it, I'd say he was 3 or 4 steps ahead on competition and fighting a guy like a Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is just stick to modeling. I don't know if boxing is really his thing, man. Should stick to modeling, bro. But he said he want to get up there with the big boys at 140. So I say give him, man, what he wants. If he wants to want to get with the big boys, the only thing I'm gonna tell him is to stay away from that Rougarou. Y'all don't know what a Rougarou is. It's a freaking monster, bro. Rougarou come out at night and cause destructions. So if you come up there at 140, fuck about Rougarou, you might as well go ahead and practice on how to get on that one knee again, because it's gonna be crucial for the Rougarou. Love that body. The blueprint is out on Ryan Garcia though. That's what something else everybody don't realize. Just like everybody talking about Keith Thurman, the blueprint is out on Ryan Garcia. He can't take it to the midsection. So guess what? Everybody going after his midsection now, going forward. So he might as well go ahead and get prepared for it. He gonna get touched up right now. This motherfucker try to break his ribs. But all in all, I want what's best for both fighters. When we look at Tank, what's next for Tank, man? I think Tank should fight Devin Haney. If Devin Haney wants to still campaign at 135, Tank should fight Devin Haney. I hate that generic answer of, let me get back, talk to my team, and see what they want to do. See, I like that answer that Errol Spence gave the world after he fought Ugas. You tell a motherfucker straight up, hey, I'm coming for you. I want that last strap. Until just call your opponent out. And I think Tank had that opportunity in front of the whole world to call out Devin Haney. That bow out answer, I got to go back home to the team and see, and let's see what the team does. That just shows that you don't want to fight another stiff competition, man. You're going to go around Devin, you're going to go around Shakur, you're going to go around the better competition, and just, I don't know. That's the only thing left for him. I mean, especially with people saying that he's the face of boxing. If you're the face of boxing, bro, you got to fight the best competition out there to be the face, to remain the face. You can't fight these cab drivers, these sit-ups. That ain't what's up. You got to fight the ones that have a name like you or right below you. You know, that's just what it is when it comes to boxing, bro. You just can't have uh, fighters just thinking they could just fight anybody and still have that name out there. Nah, it don't work like that. But it was a great fight, though, man. I have to say, like you said, Ryan Garcia did quit. He did it for numerous reasons, to fight another day, to not be a meme. I mean, once he felt that rib shot, dog, he thought about it, bro. He thought about getting up. He thought about it, but he made a great decision for himself. And the Reed said that he gave up. And the Reed, a lot of other boxers, he's supposed to go out on your shit. You're supposed to let that. You're supposed to allow the other man damn near kill you in the ring. Right? Garcia thought otherwise. Yeah, in front of all his fans, he bowed out. He said, "Fuck it, I ain't doing that. I ain't going out on no shit. Why go out on shit? And I could just take this fucking one knee, and I could think about it, and then possibly just say, you know what, dog, I'm done. You know, I'm gonna bow out peacefully." And that's what he done, bro. Once he bowed out peacefully, fuck, they knew. He knew he was victorious, bro. He knew the job was done. He knew the fucking job was done, bro, because Ryan Garcia, after all that talking, all that bullshit, gave up, bro, just in the middle of the ring. He didn't even say, you know what, let me go out there one more time and see what's up. He just said, you know what, fuck it, dog. 10 count. He thought about it, though. He thought about it. He was like, nah, I want no more of that shit. That little motherfucker hitting hard. I'm not going to allow him to continue to beat on me like that. And then, like I said, man, it was a calculated decision. If you look at him while he was on his knee, he thought about it, started to get up, and then he was like, nah, fuck it. I ain't getting up. And the referee was counting slow as shit. The referee wanted to give him every chance in the world to get up. Every chance in the world to get up. And the dude really gave up. I mean, on the 10th, number 10, after he got counted out, he jumped up. At that point in time, dog, it's over with, bro. There's nothing else to even discuss. You know. But I enjoyed every bit of it, man. And what's left for them, Tank has to fight Devin Haney for all of the marbles. If Devin Haney beats Lomachenko, that's just the only thing left at 135 for Tank, is to try to become undisputed. Anything else, a non-title fight, is a waste of your time. You know, Ryan Garcia, like he said, he's going to go up to 140. Let him go up to 140. You need to fight the gatekeepers. Richard Comey, Jose Pedraza. Stay away from the Rugaro. Stay away from Gary Antoine Russell. Stay away from Josh Taylor. You know, possibly fight a fucker like a Teofimo Lopez. Fight somebody like him. Any one of those dudes that newly rose up from the lightweight division, that should be your focus. You know, they had about a good 4 or 5 of them that just came up from the lightweight division and that rose up to the 140-pound division. So all of the ones that's a super lightweight now that just left, that's the ones that he should try to fight. Those are his. That should be the bag he should pick out of. And Tank needs to make sure and figure out what he wants to do at the same time, though. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Hitting the like button don't cost a thing, man. Hit the like button for me. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe to my channel. This Nick will be BNboxingNews. Y'all know how I do. Y'all know how I do. I do my thing, baby. At the end of the day, Ryan Garcia has a whole career ahead of him if he decides to still box. Yeah, it's true. Y'all already know Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins did not want this fight. He did not want this fight. I would say Ryan Garcia wanted this fight. He's the one that chose this fight and went against the will of his promoters. And once he got what he's looking for, that's why they probably all just didn't support him on the bullshit. They were like, you know what, dog, you're on your own. You are on your own, dog. You asked for this shit. We knew this dude was gonna beat you. That's why we didn't want you to fight this dude. You asked to go fight this dude. You went to go fight this dude. Now he beat you. I'm sure they all look at Tank and they all know all about Tank. Tank is a hell of an explosive fighter. Tank IQ is way higher than they give him. If you saw how he was moving, and that's the thing about boxing, bro, and I say this right here, you have to be able to make the adjustments on the fly, meaning right there and there. You should be able to make the adjustments. You should be able to figure out your opponent and make the adjustments. If you cannot do that, you're in trouble. Regardless if you had a mole in your camp, bro, a rat in your camp. Once you realize that Tank was capitalizing on a certain aspect of your boxing skills, you should have been able to make the adjustment. But the problem with Ryan is Ryan has no legs. You know, he can't move around. You know, tall, flat-footed kid that just stares straight up. You know, and the thing about it is, that's been exposed to him a long time ago. He should have been trying to fix that. As you can see, it always had his guard down, but this fight, he had his guard up, which probably prevented him from getting knocked out sooner. I would say he got knocked out sooner, but that was some good shit, though, man. I mean, he improved as far as having his hands up, but as soon as he got that shot to the freaking face, that left uppercut looking at his punch, shit, everything went out the fucking window. You could look at it. That boy walked back to the car. That boy was shaking up. That boy looked like, what the hell hit me? Like, what the hell just happened here? He wasn't ready for it, bro. And ultimately paid the consequences. You know, you can look at him right here, dude, and Tank was like, I got that for you. You know, after the fight, the boys switched telephone numbers and shit. That was good, dog. They shouldn't be beefing like that. You don't hold grudges. You know, I don't beat your ass, dog. You want to be friends, you can be friends. Some of your best friends or your enemy. One of my best friends right now, I kicked his ass in elementary school. And guess what? We still friends. If you can't beat him, join him. You know who he is. You might be listening to this shit. So that's just how it happens, man. Like I said, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you comment below if you have any comments. But definitely, like I said, it was a great fight, great show. Ryan Garcia quit on one knee. I said it was going to end in the 7th round. And the reason why I said that was because I knew Tank needed enough time to compute. And then once he computed his enemy, he figured them all out. Not much time after that, he was going to take him out. And that shit happened just like that. Just like that. So, that's just how it is, bro. Shit. So what we want from Tank, he needs to fight Devin Haney, bro. He got to get all the marbles. He got to get all the belts. And if he did, and once, and if he beats Devin Haney, he can call himself the face of the 135 lightweight division. You know, and possibly then he could talk about that face of boxing stuff. But you got to have those marbles, bro. You got to have those belts. You got to have those straps. Canelo have all the straps at 168, so, and straps in different divisions. So yes, so when they say he was the face of boxing and all that shit, putting asses in seats, we went for it. You know, everybody was like, all right, fuck it, yeah, true. But Tank got to do the same thing. You got to have the belts to go with it. Just like we told, and it's a shame how the fans do it, how everybody do it. Everybody was saying all Devin Haney had to do to become the best was to beat Lomachenko. And it's almost like now he's getting ready to fight Lomachenko and nobody gives a shit. It's almost like a built-in excuse. Like once he beat Lomachenko, if he beats Lomachenko, oh, yeah, it's not the same Lomachenko. Oh, he was old. I don't know what excuse they're going to use. But the fix is already in, They don't want to, they're not going to give him no credit. And as far as Tank, I would like to say this before I bail out. Those judges' scorecards did not look good. Those judges' scorecards did not look good. If that shit would have went 12 rounds, Tank was gonna lose, bro. That's why I'm glad he had the equalizer to not let shit go to the judges. Because if that shit would have went, they was gonna either make it a draw or they were gonna give it to Ryan Garcia to where it would have had to be a rematch. That shit's foul. It's been, boxing's been like that. Ain't nothing new. But it's good to always put it out there when we have the opportunity to point out the injustice, the foulness and shit, which is part of the reason why they taking out the boxing from the Olympic Games, because of all the cheating shit. It's kind of hard to even bet on a sport like boxing because, your guy might clearly win, but they might give it to the other guy. Do you know how hard it is to pay out a bet on some shit and you can see with your naked eye that, no, I really won, but some cheating happened and that's why they gave the other guy? That kind of shit makes it very hard to pay out. But it is all good, man. Like I said, Richard, thank you for the cash app. I appreciate you. Richard says, holding it down, OG. I definitely appreciate you. Man, I appreciate you too. And I got, okay, hold on, PayPal right here. Hold on. Kiker. Look like Kiker. On the PayPal. Thank you for that, man. I definitely appreciate you. He says, just support me. Hey, I appreciate your support. Most definitely, I appreciate your support all the time. But I'll say this here. Great fight. Great everything, man. I just want to see what's next for these guys. And Ryan Garcia got to find out why his camp wasn't with him for the post-fight conference, and figure out who he wants to fight in the super lightweight division. Because I'm waiting to hear. It better not be nobody of substance, man. Because he's gonna lose again, and at that point, his career will be closing down real soon. And Tank, you got to fight Devin Haney, dude. Devin or nothing. Period. If you don't fight Devin Haney, you didn't call him out. If you don't fight Devin Haney, we already know what you're trying to do, dog. You ain't trying to fight nobody. Straight up. So that's what it is out there for Tank. He needs to fight Devin Haney. Ryan Garcia can go up to 140 and fight one of those gatekeepers. Richard Comey, Pedraza, any one of those dudes are newly that over the last year went to the super lightweight division. He needs to fight one of those dudes and go that way. And with that being said, man, I thank everybody. Thank y'all for the Cash App. Thank y'all for the PayPal. I want to thank everybody for supporting my channel, for the likes, and for coming in, tuning in to me. And with that being said, y'all already know what this is. Y'all already know who this is.